Hey viewers, welcome to another game as Casual Pro Gamer. Once again we are doing a StarCraft 2 game, this time between AcerNerchio and QnateksYz. Man, I have no clue how to pronounce this name. But anyway, they have been playing each other in the 2 versus 2s and now they are up against each other in the 1 versus 1. So this is part of the same tournament, the HP Trophy number 2. And yeah, it is Zerg versus Zerg, obviously, and we're going to see what they can make of it. So yeah, it is just producing some drones, some overlords in the beginning, and then it's all about that mighty important question: who goes for the expansion first? Who goes for the spawning pool first? Spawning pool first means that you're behind on economy but ahead in army. So if you can pressure the enemy into giving up their expansion, so cancelling their expansion, or better yet, killing it, then you are super ahead, because then you're ahead in economy as well as army. On the other hand, if you're the guy going for the fast expansion, and you can hold off that early push, you can get up your expansion earlier than your opponent, you have better production capabilities, you have better economy, and you're going to have a better army in the long run. And yeah, we see that both of the players are going for that early expand, and both of them sending out 2 overlords to scout the enemy bases. This one is going over here, it seems, just to see if there's a 3rd base coming up, something that our blue player here did not think of. He is just going for this expansion with both of his overlords, and yeah, we will see if that makes any difference. So yeah, it's all about that that pressure, of course. It's about taking bases. How many drones can you produce before, well, anything real happens? Because as a Zerg player, you can build drones up until the point where the enemy pushes out. So once the enemy leaves his base, you can build your entire army from scratch, because most of the units will be available to you before the enemy actually reaches your base. That's why scouting is so important for the Zerg player, and that's also why the overlords are used so aggressively as scouts. And I think he's going to scout for the 3rd base right now. Yeah, there he is. But this one already in place. And yeah, this one is just scouting here to see when the army is pushing out. The same on the other end, over here. They are just there to see what kind of army they're going to face and when it pushes out. Because, yeah, well, you can just transform those larvae into, well, your units in a few seconds. Because producing units, yeah, drones take 17 seconds. Yeah, currently there is nothing else in production. Overlords 25 seconds. We'll see what the rest brings. It's just that you need the buildings, you need the larvae. But the larvae, yeah, you have those if you keep using your queens to inject new larvae into your hatcheries. Then you should have enough to build an entire army. The problem is, of course, doing the correct micro to do everything. But yeah, with enough of an income, you can just keep producing drones and drones and drones and drones up until the point where you actually need an army, and then you can yeah, that was just one circling. Then you can just produce an army and hold off the push, and then if you are ahead of your opponent, then yeah, you can use that same army to push back, and well, hopefully the opponent won't be able to do the same. So yeah, only a few Zerglings out for scouting on both sides, and they're not going to be very effective. Wow, taking out one of the banelings, and that is actually a big deal, because a baneling is worth more than 2 Zerglings, and not having that baneling can actually cost him. But we'll have to see how that works. So a little bit of defense here with the spine crawler that is positioned really far forward. A couple of queens and some zerglings. But look at that speed, man. It's just incredible. If they don't stop, it's virtually impossible to kill them. And yeah, that's exactly what we saw here. So, large amount of Zerglings coming out here now. And he's actually producing Banelings with them. So, more Zerglings will be coming in to join this. And they all want to go over there. But no Banelings coming out here. Does he have a Baneling nest? Yes, he does. So we're going to have to see, oh, the evolution chambers go down. Evolution chambers there to block the, well, to block this position as well as just for the upgrade. Normally it's mainly for the block, and look at that. Although that he lost quite a lot of Banelings there. Yeah, actually he's still behind. Because he suicided a little too many Banelings in there. But he did wipe out most of the drones, but as you can see, drones are replenished pretty quickly. Because yeah, you can produce up to something like 7 drones at the same time from one hatchery. Also, of course, depending on the number of larvae you have. And the counter push is coming in, so those Banelings did quite a lot of damage. But not enough, I have to feel. They were a little bit too aggressive. They suicided into well, the drones with multiples. So multiples for one, and that is just not really worth it. So let's see. He killed 9 workers only, and although that is a pretty decent number, it may not actually be enough. We'll have to see. So, Baneling versus Baneling action here. Oh wow, a whole bunch of Banelings just exploding. And the blue player, yeah, he comes out ahead in this. He gets to pick off a whole bunch of stuff, and he's going to actually pick off most of these drones with his remaining Zerglings. The queen will go down, and he's actually going after the drones, of course. Another queen may actually go down. Oh, roaches are up now. And the roaches will do very well against the Zerglings. And is he going to repopulate this base? Because, well, there's a new queen coming up, I'm sure. Yep. They always build a queen right after the old one dies. And here we are going to see some roaches as well. So he is going to move back his drones, but not repopulate. So it doesn't build extra drones. And currently it is 10-9 in the drone kills. That is an excellent result for our blue player, getting back into the game by just sniping all of those drones. And of course, as a Zerg, you can suicide your army because you can rebuild your army very quickly. But these roaches are going to be very hard to go up against. And is he building a roach worm of his own? Nidus worm coming up. Where's that? That's a Nidus worm, right? Yeah. I'm not sure. Is he just building those to defend his own bases? That's excellent scouting by me. I don't see it. But yeah, it can be virtually anywhere. Of course, it may actually have been on my screen already. Yeah, the roaches just pushed in, and that was a little bit too much to handle. He didn't have anything to deal with those roaches. And yeah, that's the only thing you need as a Zerg player. You need to have those buildings, and then after that you can pretty much do whatever. But did he... hang on. Oh, the red player built one. Oh, that is so bad. I was looking for the blue player. He built it over here. See, then I can find it. Okay, so I'm going to just rewatch that last part then. From the moment that he actually built that Nidus worm. So yeah, he's building it over here, and then loading all of his. Yeah, I did see this. I was like, do both of them have one? But yeah, he is now directing all of his units that are going to be in there, which is every unit he has, and he's directing them all to this position, and now he sees them, and it is just too late because, well, his entire army is dead. there's just nothing to defend. So even if he just ran across the map with those roaches, it would have been enough. Yeah, the blue player valiantly trying to come back in this, and did manage to kill quite a lot of the drones in that attack, but just stuck with the Zerglings, and I guess that was his mistake. He didn't go for anything else. Although he's building Mutalisks. So yeah, the Mutalisks, although they can take out the roaches pretty easily, well, because they fly and roaches can't attack air, it takes them way too long to take down the roaches. So the roaches would totally clean up the entire base, and there would be no drones left. It's kind of over from that point. Plus, if the roaches can burrow, then you're just getting killed, or you can't even kill them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you for game 2.